In this review problem, we are asked to answer several questions related to the supplied graph. First of all, what is the domain of this function? So recall the domain of a function are all inputs such that when we plug them into the function, they make sense. That is to say, we have an associated output. Looking at the curve that we are given here, we see that there's only one spot where there is no output, and that is over at x equals -2, where we have this vertical asymptote. So the domain of this function would be all real numbers except for x equals -2. We can denote that in sit notation by saying all values of x such that x is not equal to -2. Or, equivalently, you could write out a sentence and say all real numbers except for x equals -2. The second question here, what is f of 0? F of 0 would be the output associated with the input of 0. Looking at our graph, we see that we have the point 0, 1, which tells us the output we get when we plug in 0 is 1. Part C, what is f of 3? F of 3 would be the output associated with 3. And if we look at 3 for an input, we see that we have the closed circle sitting above. And that corresponds to the point on our graph, 3, 2. So the output associated with an input of 3 is the number 2. That is f of 3 equals 2.